They say a thief may celebrate for 1,000 days, but one day always belongs to the rightful owner. For years, terrorists believed that the dark corners of the Sambisa forest and the swampy islands of Lake Chad were untouchable. They treated those areas like private property. They slept there, trained there, plotted evil there, and launched deadly attacks on innocent Nigerians from there. They thought they were invisible. They thought they were safe. But that illusion has been shattered. Because today, Nigeria reminded them who truly owns the land. This morning's breaking news is the kind that makes your chest swell with pride and your back straighten automatically. It's the kind of news that makes you pause and say, yes, this is our country. Confirmed reports are coming in that the Nigerian Air Force has carried out a devastating and highly successful airstrike that completely wiped out a major terrorist enclave in Borno State. And this was not just any camp. This was one of their prized hiding places, a location they believed was beyond reach. What happened over Daba Masara was not luck. It was not guesswork. It was cold, calculated precision. While many Nigerians were going about their normal routines, heading to work, opening shops, dropping children at school, something far more serious was happening high above the Lake Chad fringes. In the skies, Nigerian Air Force pilots were locked in, focused, and ready. Their target was a notorious terrorist hub long used by ISWAP fighters to hide senior commanders, stockpile weapons, and coordinate attacks that have brought pain to communities for years. These terrorists rely on difficult terrain. Swamps, forests, remote islands, places they assume tanks can't reach and soldiers can't easily access. That's where they made their biggest mistake. Because terrain means nothing when the threat comes from above. You can hide from the ground, but you cannot hide from the sky. According to intelligence briefings released by the Nigerian Air Force, this operation was the result of days of careful monitoring. Surveillance aircraft hovered silently, watching patterns, tracking movement, confirming identities. They observed fighters arriving. They confirmed the presence of logistics facilities. They mapped out structures used for weapons storage and command coordination. Nothing was rushed. Nothing was random. And then, when everything aligned perfectly, the command was given. Strike. In a matter of minutes, the illusion of safety collapsed. Fighter jets unleashed a series of devastating, well-coordinated bombardments. Direct hits. No wasted effort. No blind firing. The terrorist enclave was reduced to rubble. Structures that once hosted planning meetings and weapon stockpiles were flattened into dust. Multiple fighters were neutralized on the spot. Those who attempted to flee found there was nowhere to run. It was fast. It was brutal. And it was decisive. This strike matters, and it matters a lot. Daba Masara is not just another location on a map. It has long served as a strategic launchpad for attacks against military positions and civilian communities across the region. Taking it out is like ripping the heart out of a dangerous network. Imagine a vehicle with its engine destroyed. The body may still be there, but it's going nowhere. That is exactly what this operation has done to the terrorist operational capability heading into 2026. The Chief of Air Staff has been clear about the new direction of the fight. The era of allowing terrorists breathing space is over. The strategy is relentless pressure. Camp by camp. Hideout by hideout. Infrastructure by infrastructure. We saw similar operations not long ago in Malam Fatori and part of the northern axis, and this latest strike confirms that the military is not slowing down. This is a methodical dismantling of terror networks, piece by piece. But here's a question that deserves serious thought. We've seen how effective air power can be. We've seen camps erased in minutes. But is air power alone enough to end this war permanently? Or must it be followed by an even stronger ground presence to hold and secure these territories for good? This is not a simple question, and your opinion matters. Drop your honest thoughts in the comments, because national security is everyone's business. Another critical element of this operation is precision. The Nigerian Air Force has repeatedly emphasized its commitment to minimizing collateral damage, and this strike is another example of that doctrine in action. Terrorists often hide among civilians or attempt to use them as shields. But modern platforms, upgraded capabilities, and advanced targeting systems now allow Nigerian pilots to strike with frightening accuracy. We are talking about the ability to hit a specific structure at a specific moment, reducing the risk to innocent lives. That level of capability changes everything. On the ground, in Maiduguri and surrounding communities, the atmosphere is cautiously hopeful. People have been living under the shadow of fear for too long. Every destroyed camp represents fewer roadside attacks, fewer ambushes, fewer kidnappings. It means farmers can begin to think about returning to their fields. Traders can move with less anxiety. Families can sleep with a little more peace. None of this happens without intelligence. You cannot destroy what you cannot see. The success of this operation highlights just how much Nigeria's intelligence gathering has improved. Behind every airstrike are countless hours of analysis, intercepted communications, movement tracking, and quiet, invisible work done by men and women who may never be recognized publicly. They are the silent backbone of these victories. But even as we celebrate, we must remain clear-eyed. This war is not yet finished. Terrorist remnants are dangerous precisely because they are desperate. When their safe havens are destroyed, they may attempt reckless retaliation. That is why the military continues to warn citizens to stay vigilant. Still, with the Nigerian Air Force maintaining dominance in the skies, the enemy's ability to organize large-scale, coordinated attacks is shrinking rapidly. This is not just a military win. It is a message. A message that no place is truly safe for those who wage war against innocent people. A message that Nigeria is watching, waiting, and ready. And a message that the tide is turning. If this update fills you with pride and you appreciate the courage of the pilots who risk their lives daily to keep Borno and the entire nation safe, show that support. Hit that like button and let this message travel far and wide. Let the world see that Nigerians stand firmly behind their armed forces. And if you're not yet subscribed, now is the time. We will continue to track every development, every counter-strike, and every hard-won victory from the front lines of Operation Hadin Kai. Stay alert. Stay hopeful. And never stop believing in a safer, more secure Nigeria.